Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video we will talk a little bit about the balance. But first, it's very hard to talk about the balance. That's only my mind. I build it with my experience in the game. These are no facts. Maybe from my mind they are facts, but we will see. We will do this balance talk unit by unit, and about every unit I will talk a little bit. My mind is that you can't talk much about the balance because the heroes are not really included in the game. The most players don't use them or can't use them with the full power. So something is missing to talk about the real balance. But let's talk about the balance of the units we use in the moment. And we will start first with the Confederation Assault. This assault is a little bit stronger than the assault from the Resistance, but I think it's fair because the Resistance assaults can hide in the forest. So I think the balance for this unit is correctly, and nothing should be changed, nerfed or buffed. And we jump to the Grenadier of the Confederation. And the Grenadier from the Confederation have advantage to the Grenadier of the Resistance. He can fire on helicopters. But I think also that this advantage is clearly unfair, because also the Grenadier from the Resistance can hide in the forest and can surprise the enemy's vehicles. So this unit is also fair on my mind. And the next is the Flame Assault. This unit need a nerf, that's my mind, because it's impossible to make damage to this unit when the unit is in a jump. So it's impossible for other infantry units to kill the Flame Assault, and also Sniper Towers would not work when this unit is jumping. So nerf the Flame Man, that's my mind. And we will jump to the next unit, the Fortress. I think the Fortress is fair. He's a little bit slower than the Coyote, very strong against the enemy's infantry. It can be used to look at mines. I think this unit is clearly fair. I can't say something bad against the Fortress. I think it's more useful than the Coyote, but yeah. So let's jump to the next unit. The next unit is the Hammer. I think the Hammer really need a nerf because 2 hammers can kill a jaguar. It's very hard to play against masses of hammers. When they are under a shield, it's very hard to kill them. And you don't need to play really good to control the Hammer. It's easy, just drive and the Hammer is firing. So please nerf the Hammer, that's my mind about this unit. So we are jumping to the Zeus. I think the Zeus is balanced. He is much stronger than the Jaguar, but he's very slow. You can't rush into the enemy's base with a Zeus on big maps. That's not possible. I really think that it's fair that the Zeus is stronger than the Jaguar. It must be so because a Jaguar can be hidden in a chameleon. And we will jump to the next unit, and this is the Typhoon. The Typhoon is really much stronger than a Porcupine when we talk about the anti-air. It kills hawks easily when porcupines have very much problems against the Vortex. But it's very slow and it can't be used for other things, only for anti-air. So I think it is fair that the Typhoon is a little bit stronger than the Porcupine. And the next unit is the Torrent. My mind for a Torrent is it's a very useful unit to kill near standing units by a salvo of rockets. I think it's fair that a Torrent is like he is. I think nothing need to be changed. I think another change should be on the Mammoth to make it more useful like a Torrent. But this unit is, from my mind, perfect how it is. And we will jump to the Shield. The Shield is a very strong unit, but also when I talk about the Shield, I'm not sure if I can talk about the imbalance. I think it's fair. I think the Camille need maybe a little bit change because the shield get a higher buff on higher ranks, but my mind, shield is okay. And we'll jump to the Delta. Yeah, in the new update, the Delta still can be used for rushing the enemy, but it's not same strong like in the old version, where the Z-Strike boost was still available. Now it have not the big range like before, and now it's better to defend rush with deltas. I think this unit is fair in the balance. And we will jump to the Viking. Yeah, I think one thing should be changed. The Viking need a nerf or the alligator need a buff. Because Viking versus alligator is not really possible. A Viking kill an alligator very easy. Yeah, it have no anti-air. But for this, lovely Confederation players have a Poseidon. And yeah, that's my mind for the Viking. And we will jump to the Poseidon. Yeah, the Poseidon is much more useful in the battle against the Resistance than the Barracuda against the Confederation. Why? Because it's easy to kill a Barracuda. And the Poseidon is like swimming HQ. It's okay for me, it's not needing a nerf or something else, but it's also not needing a buff. It have not a strong anti-air system, but it's very hard to kill a Poseidon. So it's fair. And we will jump to the next unit, the Cyclone. Yeah, the Cyclone need a nerf because the spam with Cyclones is very strong, or the anti-air missiles from the Resistance need a buff. It's my mind for the Cyclone. I saw it many times and I also did it very times. You know, I play buff sides and I really think that a spam of Cyclones is still too strong. And yeah, my mind for the Cyclone. Imbalanced. The Vortex. Yeah, the Vortex is faster than a hawk. It's okay. The Vortex is the king of the air. But what it's not okay, that the Vortex can ignore the anti-air of the Resistance. I think the Vortex is okay how it is, but I think also here that something should be changed with the anti-air system of the Resistance, because it's not working against the Vortex. But this unit is balanced. We will come to the Tor. I think that the Tor should be a little bit slower. It's too fast. It's very hard to hit a Tor with a hawk. When you are not perfect in time, you can't follow the Tor. They are too fast. That is very hard. The rest of this unit is balanced, but it should be slower. And the production costs of a Tor should be the same than an Albatross. We will come to the heroes, the Cerberus. Yeah, I think the Cerberus is in a good balance. It's useful against low groups. It's useful to jump into the cloud of the enemy. It's useful to take the first big containers. And I don't think that this unit need any change. It's also in a late game and in the early game a very useful unit. And we will jump to the next unit, the Seraphim. Yeah, the Seraphim is also a very strong unit. Very strong. I like this hero very much. It's useful in a lot of situations. It's very powerful in the combination with Cyclones, but I don't think that the Seraphim's needing a change on something. It's okay how it is, you have to control this unit well, otherwise it's not useful like all heroes. And we will jump to the Solaris. Yeah, Solaris is my favorite hero, is the hero of the heroes, that's my opinion. Much more useful than a Leviathan, because it's fast and you can use it alone. You don't need to combine it really. You go forward, and when the enemy have aviation, you go backwards. But you can do your damage with this unit. With a Solaris you can kill a lot of land groups alone. And we will jump to the assault from the Resistance. Yeah. It's weaker than the assault from the Confederation, but I think it's a fair thing because this unit can be hidden in the forest. And so I think it should be not strong like the assault from the Confederation. And we will jump to the next unit. The next unit is the Grenadier from the Resistance. I also think that this unit is in a good balance. I think because it can't fire at the air, it should be a little bit stronger against the vehicles of the Confederation. Maybe it needs a buff in the speed, that this unit can be used more against hammers when the hammers will get no changed. Then maybe this unit needs a change, but I'm not sure about this. And the sniper, the useless unit in the game. In lower ranks it's useful, in higher ranks nobody is using a sniper. I can't say why, but the assault from the Resistance can be easily killed by flamemans or fortresses from the Confederation. Nobody is using a sniper, my mine. And we will jump to the coyote. Yeah, a coyote is only useful in the early game to scout out the enemy's base. And in the last update it was not longer useful to take a big container. I think the coyote is needing a buff on the machine gun. The coyote should be more useful against the Confederation's assaults. This unit should be there to collect big containers at first. And we will jump to the Armadillo. I think the Armadillo is in a good balance. It's not strong or fast like a hammer, but this unit is able to bring mines on the field. Yeah, it's really rare when I will use mines. Not in every map a mine is useful. When the maps are too big, it's not useful. Mines are very expensive, they need a lot of resources, but yeah, the Armadillo is a fair unit. And we will jump to the Jaguar. Yeah, my mind for the Jaguar. Very hard to say. I think the Jaguar need maybe something more to fight against the Zeus. After the latest update, my mind is, it is very hard to fight with Jaguars against the Confederation Zeus or against hammers. Something need a buff there or something need a nerf. I'm not sure. We come to the Porcupine. I said it before, the Porcupine's anti-air system, it's not really working against the Confederation's aviation, not against Cyclones, not against Vortex, and not against Thor. This need a change, and this really need a change. It is so, this is not the experience, that is not a mine. That the Porcupine is too weak with the anti-air system, that's a fact. And we will come to the Mammoth. Yeah, the Mammoth is a good unit with a good range, but I think that it is in a different against the Torrent. It needs maybe one more cell range, and it needs to make more damage. This unit is doing only point damage. That means it have no rocket salvo or something else to hit more units. It have only point damage, and this damage should be stronger. We will come to the Chameleon. The Chameleon is, for my opinion, balanced. It get no buff on anything, only the cloud will be bigger, but it's still easy like before to kill it, because you see the Chameleon is in the center of the cloud, and there where the lightnings are, you have to hit the Chameleon, and to hit the Chameleon and to kill the Chameleon is not really hard. We will come to the Cayman. Yeah, the Cayman are weak, but they are cheaper and very much faster than a Delta. And they can use mines against the enemy's chips. So I think the Cayman is fair how it is, and nothing on the Cayman should be changed. And we will come to the next unit, and this is the Alligator. Yeah, the Alligator have a good anti-air system. It's working, but the alligator is not strong enough to fight against the Vikings. After the Vikings got the same range with the torpedoes than the cannons, the Viking was too strong. When I tested it out 1 versus 1, the alligator is losing. It needs a change. The Barracuda is the second useless unit. It's not useless. In some situations the Barracuda is useful. Against the Resistance it's useful, but against the Confederation only really in some situations. I think it needs a change. I don't know what you have to change here. Maybe the HP and the armor should be more to be better and be useful more in the fight. But we will come to the next unit. The Dragonfly. Yeah, the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is a useful unit, but against the Confederation it's really rare. Against the hammer spam, for example, it's a useful unit. When you will rush the enemy, it's a useful unit. Okay, maybe with a combination with V.E.S.G. I'm not sure about this. We will come to the Hawk. I think the Hawk is good how it is. Like I talked before, the Thor need a nerf on the speed, or the Hawk need a buff on the speed to fight against Thor, or to fight better against the Vortex. I think the Hawk should be more agile. It should be agile like a Vortex to fight the Vortex better. But the rest of the Hawk is okay. We will come to the Albatross. Yeah, the Albatross have 1 more bomb than the Thor. It have more armor, but it is very, very slow. It's a very easy target for the Vortex and a very easy target for the anti-air system of the Confederation. The anti-air system of the Confederation is working much better than the anti-air system of the Resistance, and nobody can say that's not true. In 1 million fights I saw that, but the unit is okay. And you will come to the Rasp. Yeah, the Rasp is also a very, very useful unit. I think also it's a little bit more useful than a Cerberus in some situations, because a Rasp is also useful on the water. Yeah, a Rasp can do a lot with the acid burst, and it's also useful to collect containers on the water, on the land, or to go for flags. We will come to Mole. Yeah, Mole is also a very useful unit, a very good support to heal up your units. I'm not sure how the new heal up system is. In the latest version I tested out, it was a little bit too weak, and it should be a little bit stronger on the healing. And the turrets, the only weapon from the Mole is the turret, should be also a little bit stronger. Nobody will use the drill, only in very rare situations. We will come to Leviathan. Leviathan is also a very strong hero. No change on the Leviathan is needed. When you make the Leviathan faster or something else to bring him better on the battlefield, maybe the Leviathan will be too strong. I am not sure about this unit, but I think the Leviathan is balanced. So, and this was my mind for the balance. You liked it or you liked it not. That's only my mind. Please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe for the channel. We will see us on the next time. Bye guys.